5:22 And Samuel said, Does the Lord delight as much in burnt offerings and victims, as in that the words of Jehovah be obeyed? Surely to obey is better than sacrifices, and to heed than the fat of rams. God established during the book of Leviticus the ceremonies, rituals and offerings that he would accept from the children of Israel, and it was a way in which God led them to obedience, and if they disobeyed the laws and sinned, they could redeem themselves through of the offerings and sacrifices specified for the matter in question. But today, the lamb of our sacrifice has already been given for us, there are no more offerings, nor burnt offerings to offer, only obedience to his word remains, that is your offering and sacrifice. For it is the altar of our daily life where God will manifest himself to show his glory and his supernatural power. 1 Kings 18. In the case of Elijah, the idolatry in Israel caused by Jezebel and hidden by Ahab, who reigned in those days, was so great that the entire nation was suffering hunger and need, because of its sin, and God had determined that it would not rain on Israel. Men had forgotten about God, about true worship, they had forgotten how to approach him, they offered offerings and holocausts to other gods. Result: hunger, misery, desolation, and a ruined nation. More regrettable than this physical condition is the spiritual condition of many Christians, because of abandoning their altar and letting the fire of God go out. But leaving all this behind, God is willing to light his fire once again in your life. The time determined by God has arrived for changes to take place, for your altar to be restored. God is willing today to light you again. Returning to Elijah. 1 Kings 18, 20-42. He made a summoning the people and all the prophets to Mount Carmel, and their sacrificial offerings would be offered before Baal and before Jehovah. The true God would respond with fire. Let us notice that the prophets of Baal took offense at him and began to cry out from morning until evening, and nothing happened. But when it was Elijah's turn, the first thing he did was call the people to come to him. Fix the altar of Jehovah that was ruined. If the altar of Jehovah is ruined, there is no fire from God. The burnt offering or offering is placed. Without much effort, Elijah raises a prayer and the fire of God descends, consuming everything that was there. The fire was such that God showed on that day that he was the true God. Result: they kill the false prophets who led the people to idolatry, and then God brings his rain of blessing on Israel. Conclusion. 552. Even when you are going to deprive yourself of bringing blessings to your life, bring your offering to the altar, that God will bring his fire to your altar, to your heart, to your ministry, to your family, and you will see the great blessings of God that they will reach your family. Become a member of the channel and be an instrument of the Word of God. Don't miss this opportunity to impact lives. Click the link in the description now and help us spread the Word of God. Clay Vessels. Gideon by Wilbur Madera Rivers. Summary. Our true, sufficient and definitive liberator is our